One of the biggest questions investors face is where do I invest? What is the best market? And one of the key factors to look at are leading indicators that help us determine where people are going, specifically with migration. By us understanding population trends, we can infer where people are moving to and where we expect markets to grow. My name is Ariel Herrera with the AnalyticsAriel channel. We bridge the gap between real estate and technology. I am passionate about showing you the tools that you could use to empower your investment decisions and your business. If this is the type of content that you enjoy, then please like this video and subscribe so you get more of it. All right, let's get started. When choosing a market, one of the key factors is population. We want to be able to invest in a market where people are moving to, not moving away from. If people are leaving a particular market, maybe there's not enough jobs. Maybe you won't be able to find enough tenants to be applying for a particular rental. And ultimately, you could even see the value of your property go down. This is why we want to understand population trends. However, a lot of this population data doesn't come out until way later after the fact of people moving. For example, the census data puts information on a yearly basis, but we don't really care what happened 2 years ago, for example. We want to know what people are doing right now so that we can make decisions. So this is where we use sites like Redfin to look at migration data. Redfin provides information on the U.S. housing market, as well as information down to neighborhood levels. So right now I am on Redfin, and if we go to migration, we skip down here, and they give us an overview of where people are moving to. And the way they get this information is based off of search flow. So it doesn't mean the person has committed to moving out of their state or their city as of yet. However, this is a leading indicator that can help us to understand the trend of where people are looking to move before they may actually commit. And from what we see, this has been consistent over the last 2 years or so, is that a lot of people have been moving towards the southern states. So if we see here in this chart, we have inbound, meaning people are coming towards the state, and that's in purple, and outbound, meaning people are leaving those states, which are in orange. And California being the most where people are searching to move out of. Now, I don't believe this is normalized by the population of the actual state, so do take that into account, meaning that a state like California does have a really high population, and it may look skewed that everyone's leaving out of California, where in fact there's just more people in California to make these searches. But anyway, let's look down to see where people are moving to and moving away from. I'll start with moving away from on the right-hand side. We see top cities include San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Boston. And what some of these have in common are northern states, so people who now can work from home remotely anywhere. Why live in a place where 6 months out of the year you're freezing cold? And that's exactly why I moved from New Jersey to Florida back in 2020. As well, we see states that have tight laws and restrictions of a lot of people moving away from. Now, where are people moving to? Some, if we see for California, leaving certain cities, but still staying within California in Sacramento. I don't know California as well, but I can suspect that some of these larger cities like San Fran may have a very high population of homeless. And I've heard that that's not something that you want to see when you're walking out of your door each and every time. And I could see why some are moving away from that area. We see people are moving to Vegas, Miami, and my favorite on the list, Tampa, Florida, which is where I reside. So now what if you wanted to dive deeper into one of these metro areas? Well, you could also use Redfin for this as well. By looking at Redfin insights for a particular metro, we could see information on trends, demand, migration, market insights, and more. But for this focus, let's dive right into migration. So we could see what is the net search flow. between October 22 and December 22. So this is super useful data because it's only 3 months ago. As of this recording in January 2022, January 2023, this data is as of last quarter, not from like a year or two ago. And we see in purple that people that are coming to Tampa are coming from cities like New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Boston, all northern cities, and as well as California, Philly, and even Miami, some coming from a larger city in Florida to a little bit of a smaller city. Now, one of the things that I found really interesting here was, okay, there's a large population influx. People are coming from different states, but maybe they don't like it. And maybe they leave after 6 months. Do I really want to base my investment decisions off of population trends that were mostly spurred because of the pandemic? Well, if we look moving from Tampa, it's actually concentrated. Most people who are leaving Tampa are still staying within the Southeast region. This includes Asheville, North Carolina, Ocala, Florida, so just moving about an hour and a half north of the city itself, Sarasota, moving about an hour south of Tampa, Knoxville, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Florida, which is 3 hours from Tampa. So this tells me that those who are moving away from Tampa, the city, mostly are looking to stay in Florida. And if not, they're staying in the Southeast. So this would tell me as an investor that yes, trying to invest in the Southeast or Midwest regions, like in Texas as well, would be a viable plan for the long term, because not only is population growth happening, it has been happening for 2 years, but it's expected to continue growing. And for those that do move, they are staying relatively local within the state or close to the city. So I hope this has been really informative and easy for you to use. Go search your own city and leave in the comments below, what do you see? Where are people moving to? Where are people coming from? And is that what you expected? Thanks so much for watching.